Most people think that there is a ceiling when it comes to scaling your meta ads for a call booking funnel, but they're wrong. And after spending tens of thousands of dollars every single month and booking more than 3,000 appointments in the last 12 months from ads alone, I've noticed a reoccurring theme around businesses that can't seem to scale their campaigns past a certain point. And in this video, I'll break down exactly why that is and how to fix it. I want us to imagine that this red circle is the audience that you are trying to reach. And so you've got all of these ads down here. Let's just use these circles as an example. Don't mind the awesome drawing. These ads here are put out into the marketplace, and you've got all these different people that are interested in your offer, right? This is considered a warm audience. Well, what happens as you increase your budget, you're only going to be able to reach so many people within this audience. And so Facebook is now going to start to expand the audience size because you're spending more money. It's going to need to reach more people. Well, as you do that, your campaigns that once resonated with all of those people in the warm audience now no longer resonate. You're reaching a colder and colder audience, somebody that's less familiar with your offer, with your business, and quite frankly, people that aren't quite ready to move forward with your type of service. And so the challenge is not that you're targeting improperly, that the budget increases needed to be 20% every so many hours. It's that you're not putting out enough creative to match the new reach that you're trying to get to. And so what I find all too often is that most businesses aren't putting out enough creative, whether that's images or videos, to match the amount of ad spend. So let's use the analogy of golf. Let's say we've got this golfer right here. Awesome drawing, right? And this could be in a museum. All right, we've got this golfer here, and he's got this one golf ball, and he's trying to get it down over here into the hole. And he's got this one ball, right? And the likelihood that he hits a hole-in-one is pretty slim, right? But let's say that he's got 3 tries. The odds are going to increase, but still unlikely. But now let's just say we start getting a whole bunch of them, and he's just got 50 to 100 different tries and opportunities. That's a lot like your meta campaigns. Okay, the golf balls are like your creative. You need a lot of them. You need variety, so that way you have the attempts and the number of creatives to keep trying to get that hole-in-one. So the more creative that you have, the more ability, or the greater ability you're going to have to reach different audiences as your campaign starts to expand into these colder and colder audiences. You're going to need more variety. Now, the best way to do this is, I call it my 3 campaign method, but today I'll talk about 2 campaigns. One is a testing campaign, and one is a scaling campaign. The testing campaign is strictly a ad budget optimization. So we've got the campaign, and we've got multiple ad sets within that campaign. So it's an ad set, and then we'll have multiple ads. Okay, don't mind the drawing on the fly, please. All right, so we've got the campaign, multiple ad sets, and that is our advantage. Ad set budget optimization. These are going to go to cold audiences. Now, when we find a winner in these, we're then going to move them to a scaling campaign. So scaling campaign is essentially going to be campaign budget optimization. This is going to be advantage plus, and it's going to be to all warm audiences. So our testing campaign is strictly cold audiences, because if we can find a winner in a cold audience, we know it's going to convert to our warm. And so this is simply, you're going to have your campaign, and you're going to have your ad set, and then you're going to have a handful of ads that are all proven winners. Now, the best way to do this is not to like duplicate a winning campaign and copy it over. We actually want to take the Facebook post ID and move it from the testing campaign over into the scaling campaign. So all the social proof, the comments, the shares stays on that campaign. And when we move it to a warm audience, it's going to work immediately. Another note on this is, for what I like to do in terms of budget is, for every single ad is about $10 in budget. So if you're spending $50 a day, consider having about 5 ads in that ad set, or in a given ad set at a time. If you're spending $100, $200 a day, you can obviously increase from there. But then what I like to do is, every couple weeks, I find winners. I go through the testing campaign, find the winners, and I move them over into the scaling campaign. And this is what allows me to continuously add more shots on goal with different creative. So that way, as I scale my campaign from $200 a day up to $1,000+ a day, I've been able to easily reach all of this market because we have creative that are actually going to resonate with that audience.